Hello, Brobs. I'm back with another book installment. Let's get to this bullshit. Suzanne White's Book of Chinese Chants. The 1,000-year-old secret. The Oriental Zodiac can tell you about yourself and your future. If you know your boss is a dragon, your sister is a dog, your boyfriend is a pig, you're not being nasty. You're using Suzanne White's Book of Chinese Chants. The first complete book on the 1,000-year-old art of Chinese astrology. There's my seltzer and peach tea. Chemical peach tea, mind you. The Chinese horoscope is based on a cycle of 12 animals: rat, ox, tiger, cat, dragon, snake, horse, goat, monkey, rooster, dog, and pig. He says he's a tiger. She claims she's a snake under an Aries influence. Are we compatible? To learn the characteristics that rule your life, all you need consider is the year of your birth. What does it mean if you're a monkey and your lover is a rat? If your boss is an ox, how do you ask for a raise? How will a dog fare in the dragon year? Suzanne White's Book of Chants. Chinese chants will tell you, love. Hey, look at that. I opened right up to the cat, Taurus. Oh, that's not me, though. I think I'm a dog, you know? Cat, Aries? No. Yeah, I am cat, Taurus. The nature-loving cat, but I think I'm a dog. How do you figure out your year? Chinese years. Years of the rat. Oh, I know. The pig. Let's see which year I am. I mean, everyone's just riveted. I mean, everyone, not just one person or two. Everybody on the planet is waiting for my answer. Shit. I mean, what's it do when you hit the 2,000? You didn't think about that, did you, Suzanne White? I am the dog. There's the dog. The horse. The goat. The monkey. The rooster. The dog. Let's read dog, Taurus. More conviction and rigor than other dogs enjoy can make this earth metal subject into a veritable gold mine of talent and execution. Taurians are sensitive from the inside out. Dogs tend to be the opposite. It's a lucky combination of signs. Nothing can discourage a determined Taurus. The diffident dog will benefit from this injection of resolve. Taurians are sensual. They love a bawdy joke, revel in a good time. No, I do not. The dog's cool exterior may take on a warmer glow. Never actually outgoing and bold, but more so than if he were not endowed with the Taurian's ribaldry. This dog subject will not be as critical of foolishness as his kennel mates. Thank you, love. Thank you. Mom, The Wolfman and Me by Norma Klein. Having a mother who had never married might be awkward and inconvenient for other people, but never for Brett. In fact, Brett preferred her mom single. She'd change and be like all the other mothers if she had a husband. Then there'd be 3 meals on time, a strict bedtime, and probably they'd both have to wear skirts instead of jeans. Yeah, just attack dad because you want to be fucking ribald hookers. Life with mom seemed just right until the Wolfman came along. Rich characters and dynamic interactions, much humor. I'm guessing that the Wolfman is a metaphor for a man to change the perceptibility of a mother. Anyways, I grabbed this from another book. Looks like Rodigers. Used books. 1 block east of Telegraph Road. No longer there. I've been there a few times myself. Probably in the early 2000s. Roger Lancelin Green, Tales of the Greek Heroes. Look at that head of Medusa. This guy ain't no fucking prize himself. He looks like the Crypt Keeper's fucking nephew. Puffin Classics. Walk amongst the gods and men. Oh, I will. Dracula by Bram Stoker. This is obviously an abridged version, but I will get all Dracula books that have different covers than the ones I have, and even I will grab the ones that I do have the same cover. This is Carlene's book. I think we all know Dracula. Before you can open this book, there are a few facts you should know about vampires. Vampires have pointed teeth and red eyes, and they live by sucking blood from their victims. But some things will always keep vampires away. Vampires hate garlic, sunlight, and running water. Never heard that one. Never heard the running water one. Any victim who's bitten by a vampire slowly goes mad and at last turns into a vampire. One by one, the people in this story, Lucy, Mina, and Renfield, each begins to show the signs of madness. They all become the victims of the terrible Count Dracula. Some parts of this book are true. Yeah. He lived in a castle in Transylvania over 500 years ago, but he really did kill horrible ways. The legend was written down in this original story and has been made into so many films that everybody detests this bullshit. The World's Best Fairy Tales, a Reader's Digest anthology. Honestly, when I picked this up at the Salivating Army, I was struggling to find 13 books, which I always get. And especially so now that these sons of bitches want you to round up to help somebody or other. And so 13 times 50 is $6.50 plus tax of was 30 cents, maybe 29 cents. So it was a 21 cents roundup, and I was like, yeah, I'll do it. It made me look like a good guy, even though I fucking hate when they ask me to round up. At the thrift stores, I will do it. Any other place like Target or one, I'm like, no, absolutely not. But yeah, these have illustrations, so I was like, I can't pass this up. Even though I probably have 95% of the stories in this book in another book or another. Uprooted by Naomi Novik, which is a modern day fairy tale. I don't know what it's based on. Breathtaking, a tale that is both elegantly grand and earthily humble. Familiar as a grim fairy tale, yet fresh, original, and totally irresistible. I think this is based upon something, but I don't recall what it is. Anyway, I've sold this book numerous times, and I will sell this copy too. The hardcover are worth more and command outrageous prices, although that seems to have dissipated. Since this one has some fucking duck butter on there and a few dog-eared pages and more duck butter on the inside cover. Probably get $11 for it, minus $4 shipping plus fucking that. I could make $5 off it, but they'll pay for half the stack. The Graveyard for Lunatics, another tale of two cities by Ray Bradbury. Obviously, this is an uncorrected proof, and my hope is that somebody wants an uncorrected proof of Bradbury, and we'll pay $12 for it or something of that extent. And I will sell it to them. Obviously, it's the first edition. Haunted. Ghost stories that chill your blood. I actually think I have this book, but since I don't recall, I bought it anyway. If not, I can give it to the witch store. And they can give it away to some ghoul. Who's in this book? Obviously, Susan Cooper, Joseph Delaney, Bernie Doherty, Jamila Gavin, Matt Haig, Robin Jarvis. That's all. These next three books are obviously about Harry Potter. The Gospel According to Harry Potter, Spirituality and the Stories of the World's Most Famous Seeker. I don't know if they're worth anything, but I got them just because I believe they're Christian books that will expose the danger of Harry Potter. And although I agree there's probably stuff in there, I don't think J.K. Rowling's intended it to be this way. She just wanted to make some money and write stupid books for stupid people. In the company of Albus Dumbledore. I mean, anybody who's writing shit called Dumbledore, they're probably not thinking about Satan. She was thinking about money and prestige. Anyway, anything with backward masking, music, all that kind of shit I'll get. Harry Potter, Narnia, and the Lord of the Rings. What you need to know about fantasy books and movies. Fantasy can help children see with spiritual eyes, says Richard Baines, best-selling author of Harry Potter and the Bible, which I also grabbed. It confirms the reality of good and evil, but is every fantasy a story appropriate for everyone? In this even-handed exploration of the books of J.K. Rowling, C.S. Lewis, and J.R.R. Tolkien, as well as the films based on their writings, Al Baines, a fantasy fan himself, answers key questions. What is inspiring and healthy in these works? What is misleading and harmful? Do I need to be concerned about occult influence from fantasy? How do movies and merchandising impact kids' minds? Pro-literature and pro-fun, Harry Potter, Narnia, and the blah, 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 helps you evaluate fantasy's strengths and dangers from a balanced Christian perspective. Thanks there, Richard. Obviously, we've already shown this one. Harry Potter and his magical adventures as a wizard in training continue to mesmerize millions. Not me. Mr. Putin, new and expanded operative in the Kremlin. Fiona Hill and Clifford G. Gaddy, 2015. The great lesson of the outbreak of World War I in 1914 was the danger of misreading the statements, actions, and intentions of the adversary. Today, Vladimir Putin has become the greatest challenge to European security and the global world order. Yeah, that's what we've been saying. He's like, fuck the New World Order. Even though I'm a troglodyte statist, fuck the New World Order. I don't blame him. Russia's 8,000 nuclear weapons underscore the huge risks of not understanding who Putin is. This new and greatly expanded edition dispels potentially dangerous misconceptions about Putin and offers a clear-eyed look at his objectives. It presents Putin as a reflection of deeply ingrained Russian ways of thinking, as well as his unique personal background and experience. Where do Putin's ideas come from? How does he look at the outside world? What does he want? And how far is he willing to go? Well, we know he's willing to go to Ukraine and fuck shit up. But then again, you have the United States, hegemonic overlord of all things planetary and earthly, encroaching upon his area of influence and basically sticking their pecker where it shan't be. And what did Putin say? He said, fuck y'all. Putin said, fuck all y'all. And he went in. And I don't blame him. So Big, Edna Ferber, a Pulitzer Prize novel. Courage, strength, a woman's gay, indomitable spirit. They are the qualities which make this one of the truly great books of this generation. Honestly, the thing that makes this great is her dripping torso emanating from her neck and her bouffant. I believe this is an ex-library book. The library binding. But I'll take it because it's from 1924. This is what makes me think it had a pocket on it, because it fucking did. I will sell it, I'll tell you that much right now. Oh no. Who marked it up? Who the fuck underlines 4 words in 4 different sentences? I guess we'll never know because I can't get back to it. Some bitch. I can't never find it again. And it's gone. So yeah, I'm planning to sell this book. I don't know, maybe, yeah, there's the library mark. Detroit Public Library. Anne Rice, Memnoch the Devil, The Vampire Chronicles. No, I'm not an Anne Rice slappy, despite the fact that I have about 20 of her books. I will continue to have more because it's a first edition. And I will collect every first edition she has and put them into a little collection. And if I get one of each, I will start a second collection. Mortal evidence, the forensics behind 9 shocking cases. And inside here is a Polaroid of a pie and what looks like a basket with utensils, wooden utensils, a toaster, some other bottles, maybe perhaps books. It was inside a book, not a book, it was inside On the Road by Jack Kerouac, which was waterlogged. And I didn't want it, but I did want the Polaroid, and I took it. Also inside the Polaroid was who put a sticky note right there. How annoying, or something like that. And I was like, fuck both of y'all, all y'all. I took it. The forensics behind 9 shocking cases, the evidence. Cyril Wacht and Greg Sates and Mark Cowardin. Don't know which case it's all, but I will let my mother read it. Did Amy Grossberg and Brian Peterson in fact murder their own baby when Tammy Wynette died suddenly at a relatively young age? Why was no autopsy performed? Was someone trying to hide the real cause of death? Did Sam Shepard, who later served as a basis for the television show Blah Blah Blah, really kill his wife? And if not, who committed the murder? He will tell you. And I will give it to me mother. This one, even though I do like the dust jacket, is another one of those cases of, oh, look at this. Look at that. 2 different people owned it. Oh, you can't even see it, can you? Tappan Collins and Steve Gahagan. Gahagan. This book has traveled. Oh, look, there's even marginalia in there. (1964) with a letter from John Steinbeck explaining why he could not write an introduction for this book. That's pretty brilliant, honestly. I couldn't write it. Dear Ted, of course I was happy to get your dog book and flattered that you should ask me to write an introduction to it. I must refuse for two reasons. First, I never write introductions. I have enough trouble just writing my own books. Second, this book of yours is quite an expert job. I am no expert where dogs are concerned. It is true I have owned a number of dogs, have associated with many more, and have observed myriads, but to say I'm an expert would be like considering a man who hung around bars and knew a lot of people, an expert psychologist. At present, I have no dog. Our house is still raw from Charlie's death last spring. But Charlie never considered himself a dog. He was Charlie. Surely I will have another dog. Hearing that Charlie had died, kind people all over the country and many in Europe have written offering to give me a dog. The best dog in the world. This is so friendly and so generous that it is hard to refuse. But I don't want to shop for a dog. My next dog will just have to happen to me, and I to him. I can wait for that. I found your book refreshing in its refutations of a number of dog myths. Dogs are remarkable enough so that there is no reason to make up lies about them. And I was interested in what you had to say about a dog's mental processes. Is it true that there is a silly school which holds that a dog has no memory? I wonder how they arrived at that staggering generality. This is fucking brilliant. I might have to read this book, even though I don't really care about dogs. Dude, John Steinbeck goes on for 8 pages. Literature and folklore abound in stories of heroic jennies. Maybe I'll give this one to Mike Sick. You can read about dogs. I mean, these illustrations alone are fucking pure genius. What's this? I love this picture. I don't. That's the worst one of all of them. Yeah, these illustrations are basic, but effective. Champion, but not the champion. I'm a champion dog. The overblown. What's that say? Weimaraner. Yeah, this book's a winner. But I'm still taking the jacket off it. I like how Steinbeck said that. Wonder why they didn't buy the dog. This guy's got some fucking amazing insights. I wonder why they didn't buy the dog. You really had to write that in the goddamn page? But this jacket is fucking ridiculously brilliant. Somebody's calling. All right, on to the next book. You will not get through to me, scam likely. I should actually answer it, but then it'll shut off my video. This one I got for bullshit reasons of Sylvia Browne was the biggest, what's that word that people use when you're, what's that word called? It's like a 2-part word. Fire somebody. I can't think of the word. Anyway, look at this. It's from to Romulus, Michigan, which is nearby. Mrs. Tanya Frash. Now I'm going to be researching this lady. What year is it? 2004. I did not open it at the store because I wanted a surprise for myself. Let's see what it says. Tanya, you're the kind of daughter-in-law anyone would like to have. Happy birthday, Tanya. And though we can't get together as often as we'd like, it's always nice spending time with you. You bring a lot of happiness to those around you. That's why you're appreciated so much and wish a lot of happiness on your birthday. Love you lots, Mom and Dad. That's wonderful. Wonderful. I wonder if they're dead. Any of them. We'll look that up too. Maybe we can contact them with the weed board. God damn, get in there, motherfucker. Sorry, Tanya. Tanya and Wayne Frost. Oh, it's Frost, not Trash. Sorry, Tanya. I didn't mean to say you were trash. I have to look this up. You're on River Drive. Happy birthday. That's 19 years ago. So yeah. Sylvia Brown, The Truth About Haunting Spirits and Reunions with Lost Loved Ones. Fire. It's not fire. It's called, Jesus Christ, why can't I think of that word? Gaslighting, that's what it is. That's what it is. She's like the greatest gaslighting psychic there ever was. Even when you could prove her wrong, she would just still say, no, you're wrong about me being wrong. This book ain't worth shit, but what is? 26-minute mark. Oh, yeah. I forgot. I figured out what was wrong with me camera and my storage. I had 13 gigabytes on my little phone, whatever it's called, not a chip, but a SD card in my phone, and it was all full with just bullshit. So I erased all the bullshit within the little SD card. Now I have 13 gigabytes of fun, and I can make videos that last 40, 50, 60 minutes, and I shall. I think 26 minutes and 30 some seconds is enough.